BIGVU, I grew my business by just sharing short video tips. There are over 4 million members in BIGVU, entrepreneurs hungry for ideas, strategies, and tips to accelerate their business. Experts post short videos on BIGVU to share their knowledge in communication, script writing, video creation, motivational psychology, and marketing. They promote podcasts, social channels, online courses, or coaching services. It's one tap for a million businesses on BIGVU to access my expert profile and check out my services. Are you an expert? Be smart. Join early and start building connections.
Join the Club of Experts, BIGVU. Subscribe now.
Hello everyone. This is really exciting for me. This is my very first BIGVU Live, and I am so excited to explain this new experts feature to you. We're going to give it just one more minute to get people just another few seconds to join in if they want to. Hello, hi. So while we wait, if anyone has any comments or questions, I will take them in the next 30 seconds. Otherwise, we will have them throughout the presentation. And of course, we'll have a Q&A at the end of my tutorial. So let's give it maybe just another 10 seconds. Welcome. Hello. Hi, Sarah Bailey. All right, let's get started. So welcome to the BIGVU Experts Club. This is our tour. Come on in and see what we got. So we're going to start with, who am I? So my name is Rivka Duray. I'm an actress and public speaker and a longtime BIGVU user and a huge fan. I came across it as an actress initially looking for a teleprompter to do auditions with, and I have since been able to use it for so much more. I still use it for my auditions, and now I also use it to create explainer videos and anything that needs a teleprompter, just an intuitive teleprompter that works. I am now also a content creator for collections, a process I'll be walking you through today. And I am, of course, bringing you today's BIGVU Live. Hello. So that's a little bit about me. Now let's talk about you. So the BIGVU Experts is about unlocking your audience. The Club of Experts is made for people like you. We're talking about anyone who's a creative, anyone who is making content about topics that people are interested in, whether that's audience interaction, whether that's video creation itself, or even just things you're passionate about, real estate, psychology, how to engage audiences, how to connect with people. If you are passionate about any of those topics and so many more, then Experts is for you. And it's a great place for you to share. With collections, you now have access to BIGVU's 5 million people user base. And it is a very passionate community of content creators. There's 500,000 active users every single month. So everyone is very highly engaged, and we love what we do. So why be an expert? So being an expert is great if you are a small business owner and you have a message that you want to share with the world, or you have a brand you want to share with the world. And this includes influencers, because anyone who's an influencer knows you are your own business. You are your own brand. Like this face right here, this is what you're presenting to the world, and whatever it is you're passionate about and whatever it is, whatever knowledge and expertise you want to share, this is the greatest place for you to do it. This is a great place to promote yourself by adding collections, not just to BIGVU itself, but to your website, to your social media. And it's a great way to get organized feedback. The poll option, which I will walk you through later, is a wonderful way to add a poll directly to your video. It's not in a community feature on the side somewhere. It is right there. And it's a great way to make your videos a way to connect. It becomes, instead of just kind of you talking to someone, it's now a conversation. And it's a great way to tailor your marketing, because you can now reach out to your viewers and ask them, what is it you want to see from me? What parts of me and my brand would you like to see more of? Are there topics that I haven't covered yet that you would love to hear about? It's a wonderful way to connect with people. But wait, There's more. Of course, there's more. So you also get the chance to give live presentations like I'm doing right now. And the live presentations, they will be simulcast, which means that they're going to be playing not only on BIGVU's YouTube channel, but you can play them simultaneously to your own YouTube channel. So you never have to worry about neglecting your own audience. Your own audience is still there and they're still being reached. But in addition to that, you now have access to an entire bigger audience who you can also reach out to with your message, with your brand, and get your name out there. You will also have the chance to be featured in the weekly email. This is actually a sample on the screen of when I was featured in the weekly email. It's really fun. It's really thrilling. And yeah, did I share that with my family when it showed up? Yes, I did. 1 second. Ooh, my headphones are dying. 1 second. Let me just plug those in really fast. Technical difficulties. Please wait a moment. All right, there we go. So now there's a dangling cord, but we'll deal. All right, so you get the chance to be featured in the weekly email. These videos are a great way for you to promote your products and services. So it's not just about your message and your passions. It's also just a great way to talk about, I am an expert in real estate. Here's how you can reach my business. This is where I work. With the call to actions available to be added into collections, you can promote yourself across the board, your social media, your website, anything, your Shopify store. As part of being an expert, you also get BIGVU Pro for a year. That's an $139 value and access to all the amazing things BIGVU has to offer. The teleprompter, the sharing features. It's so all-inclusive, and you get all of that free yearly subscription just by joining. And of course, you also get access to the affiliate program where you can now share BIGVU with others. So the affiliate program is great. Anytime someone uses your affiliate link, they get $20 off their yearly subscription, and you get a 20% commission off of that sale. And that is high. To give you a point of reference, Amazon's affiliate program is anywhere between 1 and 10% commission, and you need to be big to make the 10%. So being able to make 20% right out of the gate, that is an amazing opportunity to take advantage of. And it's a great product that you can share with your friends and family. There are very few people right now who could not benefit from BIGVU because the world is digital, and video is becoming the way that we communicate with each other more and more every day. So we're in. How do I join? So let's start with the app. So you're going to sign into the app, and when you scroll down in your menu, you're going to see Join the Experts Club. So you're going to click on that. And then you get the option to link in all of your social media. We highly recommend you add as much of your social media as possible so that we know who you are, who your audience is, who you're able to reach. The more we know about you, your brand, your passion, and your audience, the faster we can approve you and the more likely we can approve you for it. Once you're done with that, you're going to select the topics that you want to share. So you can do learning more about BIGVU. You can do video performances. You can do communication skills, online marketing. And if any of the topics listed there aren't quite the topic you want to talk about, or you want to talk about the topics on the list, but there's one other thing, or even 2 other things, or even 3, however many, you can also add a topic because we want to hear from you. And whatever it is that you want to share with the world, we want to hear about it. Lastly is the add your bio. And this is a chance for you to kind of freestyle, freehand, show us who you are. Give us a taste of your personality. Tell us something about yourself, your passion, what brought you here. And yeah, we want to hear from you beyond the kind of buttons and dials. So, and this is the same thing on the computer, very, very similar. You're going to sign in on your computer, and the application is all on a single page because desktop is big screen. That's the link right there. And again, you're going to put your bio, you're going to add your social media, and then you're going to select your topics. And once again, you can also add any topics that you want. And now we have a short video walking you through that very same process. Bruno, where are you at?
Club of Experts, BIGVU. How it works? Register as a free user in the BIGVU app or on the BIGVU website. Apply to be an expert by filling up the application in the settings page in the mobile app. Or under your profile on the BIGVU web app. Add your profile info with your bio, social links to build connections. Select the topics where you want to share tips. Once approved, add videos to collections. In the app, after recording any video or uploading as a new project, tap on Add to Collection. It's as simple as that. In the web, select any project video and add it to a collection. Or open the collection editor and upload a video file from your computer. Make your video stand out with interactive cards and polls, quotes, tweets, and links to your social profiles and services. Be featured in a live workshop streamed on all BIGVU social media channels and the BIGVU app. Join the club of experts, BIGVU. Subscribe now.
All right, so that was just a quick little glimpse. So I see Ed Kelly, you would need a tutor. Well, I'm about to walk you through that entire process, so I'm glad you asked. So I'm going to walk you through the entire process. First, I'm going to explain it, and then I've created a short video tutorial that literally shows it to you. But also, for anyone who signs up as an expert, there is a one-on-one onboarding, so don't worry about technical know-how. We've got you. So let's start. How do I join part 3? So this is just the last part. I want to emphasize, once you've applied to be an expert, it's not an automatic acceptance. You wait to be approved. And the more you fill in your application, the more information you're able to give us, social media, we want to know about you. We want to have a strong, passionate community, and we're excited to have you as a part of that. You've been approved. Congratulations, Sarah Bailey. So once you've been approved, and the more you put in your application, the faster and more likely your approval, like Sarah Bailey, she's already in. Really, congratulations. And once you've been approved, then you can go in and request to be added to your favorite collections. Which ones have messages that you want to add to? Because you can add videos to any collection. You just have to request to be added, and then once you're added, you have access to it. And then you can create videos and add them to those collections. And then once those videos are added, that content is there forever, and it is constantly sharing your message and promoting your brand. All right, so how do we make the videos? Let's get to brass tacks. I've divided this tutorial into 2 pieces. The first one being making the videos with BIGVU, and the second one being adding them to the collections themselves. Now, the collections have wonderful built-in interactions, the polls, the quotes, and the calls to action, as I wrote there, but I will go into detail more on that later on. Let's make a video. So, oh yeah, sorry. This is the tutorial. My bad. All right, so let's make a video. So the first part of making a video, this can be done either on your computer or on your phone, depending on which one you're more comfortable with, and that's just to create your script. Now, you can actually create a video without a script. You can turn on the teleprompter and freehand just deliver to the camera, but if you're a beginner, I highly, highly recommend having a script. I find it's very useful for me. It helps me focus, helps me not kind of wander off, lose track of the thread, and it's great if you find that you freeze on camera. As soon as the camera's on, you're like, this is just a great way to be like, okay, no, this is me, this is my message, and this is what I want to say. It's so incredibly useful for that. So let's do this. So on your computer, you can open the script feature. Again, I'm going to show this all to you in the video. So if you're more of a visual learner, I got you covered. Hang tight. We're going to work on the audio learners first. You're going to click write a script, and then type out your script. You're going to give it a title so you can kind of track it later, and then add the body of the text. And you can write your script in so many different languages. This is 100% not limited to English. The teleprompter works with over 100 languages. So whatever it is, your language that you're comfortable with, or even if you want to branch out into other languages, we got you covered. You can add that to the teleprompter, and you don't have to worry about things being janky later on in the process. Once your script is complete, you're going to click save. And then you're going to send it to the app. That way it shows up on your phone if you want to record on your phone. And I know a lot of people do. If you don't want to record on your phone, you can also do that on the desktop. However, if you're doing all of this on your phone, you're like, I'm not doing my computer yet. I love typing on a small screen. Then you're just going to click the plus button, click script. And just like you would on your computer, you just write your script. You start with your title, you add the body text, however much you want to put in there, and click save. And as soon as you do that, you'll have a camera button. You can click that and you can immediately start filming, which we are going to cover next in part 2. So how to film. So this same process works on your computer. We're going to focus on the phone for now. You're going to first set up your filming. I've created a tutorial about this. If you'd like to see the link, I can attach it. Whatever it is your comfortable filming situation is. If this is your first time recording video, no problem at all. We have tutorials for you, but you just want to make sure your background is good. I'm kind of doing a little office chic moment right now, and I've got natural lighting coming from two directions. I have lighting coming into the room, and I've got a ring light set up right there. That's my lighting situation, but really whatever lighting works best for you. And again, if you're looking for tips and tricks, we got you covered. So once that's set up, then you're going to record with the BIGVU teleprompter. It's a wonderfully customizable teleprompter. You can adjust the speed of how quickly the text is going up and down. I'm not sure if you've noticed, I'm kind of a fast talker, so I usually have my speed pretty high. But if you want your speed to be slower, that works too. If you want it to be even faster, we got you covered. You can also choose how big the text is going to be. And is there a green screen option? There is a green screen option, and it is so good and so intuitive and so fast. Ed Kelly, I'll get into that in a second. You can also adjust the exposure, and there's just a wonderful amount of things you can adjust. If you want to set up with a green screen, that's another thing you're going to set up at the same time you'd be setting up your background. So you want to do that before you film. Once you've adjusted everything, you've got your word speed, you've got your text size, you've got your exposure all set up, then you're going to film your video, whatever piece you want to film. If you're filming for collections, you want it to be somewhere in the 30-second to 1 minute amount of time. But for anything else, you can absolutely film as long as you want or as short as you want. Once you're done with that, the video is done. You can do multiple takes until you have a take that you're really happy with. And once that's complete, click on that take, the one that you really like, and click on word trim. Word trim is a great way to clip your video. Now, the BIGVU teleprompter has a countdown before you start. It's a nice 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But if there's something at the beginning, something janky happens, or you realize for the sake of time you want to clip out a few pieces with word trim, you can do that. Just clip off pieces on the beginning. And then at the end, for that moment where you're like turning your camera off, for a really organic feature, you might want to keep that. But if you don't, then with word trim, you can also clip that piece right off the end. Very, very simply. Once you're done with word trim, then you'll upload the video so you can then access it on your computer and open in Composer, and we'll talk about replacing the background as well. So let's get onto your computer. Your video is complete. You've either recorded it on your computer or on your phone, and now it is uploaded into the cloud and being saved for you. So the first thing first, if you're using a green screen, you're going to want to replace the background. This is such a simple and intuitive process. I've worked with a lot of programs replacing background. It takes a lot of time, and it often looks really janky. So it just takes all the friction out, and it's so simple and intuitive. So you're just going to click on it. You're going to click replace background. Again, I'm kind of indicating with my fingers as if there's a screen in front of me. But like I said, I have a video tutorial, and you'll be able to see that process play out. And you'll have a preview where you can see, what the background is and if you want to replace it. And you can choose a photo. You can even choose a video to replace your background with. I recently actually did a video where I had a T-Rex running after me in the background. That was fun. It was actually a video about green screen. And I have also a separate green screen tutorial if you're interested. Once you're done replacing the background, that happens without any input from you. As soon as you click replace background, that's running for you. And the background will be replaced, and it's a really, really nice close cut. You're not going to see little bits of green around your hair or anything like that. It's a clean background replacement. Once that's done, you're going to request captions, and that will have the captions brought in from your script into your video. However, if you don't have a script, if you just kind of freehanded in front of the camera, it'll still get them for you. It'll listen to what you're saying, pull up some captions. It asks you to select a language, so it'll match that to your language. You don't have to worry about that. And it will add captions to your video for you. Lastly, open your Composer. In your Composer, you have the option to crop your video depending on what kind of where you want to present it. Because Instagram is a square, YouTube is horizontal, but YouTube Shorts are vertical, and TikTok is also vertical. You can crop your video to match any of those sizes. You can also film them in either orientation. And it lets you kind of custom crop, especially for the square where, you don't want it to kind of auto crop and you're like this. BIGVU finds where your face is and gives you a suggestion of where to crop, but you can also adjust that however you would like. Make it bigger, make it smaller, have it stare at the ceiling if you want. Don't recommend, but you do you, live your best life. Once you're done with that, you can select your music. BIGVU has a built-in music library where you can add, it's got, some inspirational pieces. It's got some slower pieces. basically a piece to match pretty much any vibe. But if you've got a specific song you want to add to your video, you can absolutely upload that to your personal library and add that into your video. If you want more music, you can, I recommend downloading from the YouTube music library. That is, you don't have to worry about, commercial rights or anything. You can use that in any video in or out of YouTube. And they have ridiculously large collection of stuff. You are almost guaranteed to find what you're looking for. So I highly recommend going there for music if you want to expand your music choices. Lastly, you're going to want to double check your subtitles. Make sure the captions is an excellent feature. And, 9 times out of 10, it's got everything just perfect. But you're going to want to go in there, especially if you pulled it from your own script and, your words don't 100% match up to what you ended up saying when you were looking at your script, or there's just one word that you need to tweak here or there. This is also a great opportunity to highlight words. You can have a bold or you can have a highlight, and it just adds a pop of color, a piece of emphasis on a specific word that you want to share and just want to make it really stick out for your viewers. And lastly, you can add a business card. This is a great virtual business card option. Again, it's another way to have your social media there, to have your name there, your email if you'd like, and it can just show up on screen. You can have it in the intro, or you can have it in the outro, whichever one you prefer, or you can have it not at all. It's completely optional, but it's a great feature if it's something that you want to do. Once that's done, everything's adjusted, everything looks exactly how you want it to look. Click publish, and that's your video made. My explanation took longer than it'll probably take to make the video. You'll see. So once the video is created, how do we add it to a collection? So first, you want to make sure that you're added to the collection that you want to contribute to. So again, we were talking about previously, when you join experts, go through the collections, see which topics kind of, there's something you're like, I have a message I want to add to this collection, and make sure that you've requested to be added. Once you're added, it's as simple as selecting your video, selecting the collection you want to add it to, and add it. Yes, this works both on Macs and on PCs. It works for both. And it also works both on iPhone and Android. BIGVU desktop and the app, they work on both systems beautifully. I'm currently using an iPhone, but when I first started using BIGVU, I was using it on an Android. First a Samsung and then a Motorola, and had absolutely zero problems. And again, on the iPhone, again, it's been a beautiful experience. I'm currently working on it desktop on a PC, but Philip, who's on the call, he uses it on his Mac, and no issues at all. So how to add it to a collection. First, you want to make sure you're added to the collection. Then you want to select the video. And again, for collections, you want to make sure your video is maybe 30 seconds to a minute, and you want to select the collection that you want to add it to and click select, and boom, it's in there. Well, it's not officially published. You have to publish it. Once it's in there, you're going to edit your interactions. And these interactions can be polls, they can be quotes, they can be calls to action, as you saw in the tutorial video. I love a good poll. Like I was explaining before, I think it's a great way to give your audience a chance to talk back to you. CTAs are also great. It can send people to your website, to your Shopify store, to any of your social media. And if there's any particular interactions that you want to always add to your videos, then make them a favorite. Once it becomes a favorite, it'll automatically be added to any video that you add to a collection, and you don't have to add it in every single time. Though it's a very short and simple process, let's make it easier. Why not? So once you've done that, name your video in the collection and click publish, and then you're done. So for you visual learners out there, let's see what this looks like live. I'll walk you through it. This video has music for entertainment purposes, but for the sake of clarity, here we go. And here you are. Okay. So this is what it looks like on the desktop. Go to create, click on script. You also have sequence. You can also import a script if you already have one, or import a video. Once you're in there, you're going to enter your headline. This is the one I've chosen. It's pretty self-explanatory. Then there's a new script. Make sure you put in some text and then save it. And then you send it to the app so you can film it on your phone. Once you're on your phone, you can find previous things, or you can write your script on your phone, like so. Again, you're putting in your script title. I'm writing in English, but like I said before, you can use any language you want. Then you're going to put in your script text. And in the top right, you can save, and then you film. Currently, I have it pointed at my ceiling, but obviously you will have it pointed at something more important, a green screen, your face. And as you can see, you can adjust the text size. You can adjust the screen where it shows up on. You can adjust the exposure so you have it more bright or less bright. As you can see here, I've made it really dark. That's your text size. There's that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown I was telling you about. Make sure you get in your breath now. Make sure you start with a smile. The text is going to scroll. I only have one line here. You don't really get to see the scrolling that well. And once that's done, you're going to go into word trim. Those are the options you have. It's a wonderful amount. And this is word trim. Like I said, this happens in the background. There's absolutely nothing you need to be doing here. It's in your script. And because I didn't say anything, so word trim is going to be blank. Because as it realized, I didn't say anything. Like I just kept this very, very simple for the sake of the tutorial. So at that point is when you have a chance to copy it. And once you're done, you are going to add it to the cloud. It's processing. There we go. And it's added. Now you go into your desktop. There's your script with your video ready for you to edit. There you are. You've got your script text. And now we're going into change background. There we go. That's where you add it. And then you can apply. If you actually have a green screen, my video does not have a green screen, but if you have a green screen, it'll show you a preview of what it's going to look like. I'm just going to put in more text here so you can see what it looks like with the closed captions. The closed caption feature is really, really smart. Like it realizes I have not said anything in that video and it's going to show. So I've added some more stuff into the script, but I can also add it manually later. Like I will show you. You can click the add captions feature. There it shows you all the languages you can select from. Obviously I chose English because I wrote this in English. There's the closed captions. Once it's done, you can go in there and actually see them and see the kind of time segments they've added. And now you're going to open in Composer. Loads everything up for you. And currently it's vertical because I took it vertically. As you can see, I can add in new captions. And they show up right there at the bottom of the video. Then I can style it vertically. I can style it horizontally. I can make it square for Instagram. And then this is a great cropping feature. It's going to detect where my head is. Obviously, my head is not in that shot, and it realizes that. So it's like, just, do whatever you want, fam. Then the intro or outro. This is the business card. You can put in your email, your website, your Instagram. You can choose how long you want it to be. Now mine has a business card, and you've got different options for your subtitles. I love the white boxes one. I think it's great. As you can see, I put some custom music options here too. The ones that kind of don't have a picture, those are my custom music options. And I got those off of the YouTube audio library that I told you about. But for now, we're going to go with happy. All right, we got our captions. And if I want to go in there and change up the captions, I am perfectly welcome to. And again, they will automatically show up in the preview. And watch this. This is great. I can highlight or I can extra highlight. And this is how that shows up. See how bright that is? See how it makes those words really pop? And once that's done, I create. It renders and it's done. Once that's ready, I'm going to click on the 3 dots, also called a hamburger menu, add to collection. And as you can see, here's a list of all the collections I have access to. But for now, I created a demo collection. You won't be creating collections, but you can contribute as soon as you're added. And that's what it looks like. I've been added to the collection. My video is the top square. My favorite interaction of Instagram is the bottom square. I can add tweets, quotes, the polls, which I've talked about. Let's add one in. There's going to be a little square box that doesn't actually show up. I just had to cover my instant suggestions from Google because it was giving away my personal information and wasn't cool about that. So yeah, that's why the little white box is there. Don't worry, that will not show up for you. So you can put in the answers. You only have to put in 2, but you have the option for 3, which I personally quite enjoy. And then once that's done, you click add. And once your interaction is in, you can choose which ones go first. It doesn't have to be in the order that you've necessarily added in. Like I said, there's the favorites feature. You can add pictures. And once you're done with that, you want to make sure that you rename your video right there. Now it's not going to have my name. It's going to have the awesome name of new video name. That's compelling. And once you're done, you publish. Stop sharing. And that's it. All right, so that is everything we have in the presentation. I am now very, very happy to take questions. Let me just scroll here on the side. Let's see. All right, Ed, I see some questions from you. All right, let's jump right in. So I do TV and online videos. I'm going to read your questions out loud so that available with auto renew. Also, besides for polls, people love top 5 and top 10 lists. I have an existing YouTube channel that I did not intentionally create. Does the content remain separate? Are fonts or captions interchangeable? All right, let's do this one thing at a time. Available with auto renew. Bruno, you want to jump in on this one?
Okay, so basically, your question was not clear. The BIGVU plan you can renew. The plan that you have as an expert, you don't have a plan. You're part of the BIGVU community, so you don't have to renew a subscription, right? Because you're part of the BIGVU community of experts. About the YouTube channel, I'm not sure what you mean. So maybe if you can elaborate on the question. And the fonts, you can change the fonts, and the captions, you can also choose different themes and change the colors of the words that you're highlighting. This you can do it.
Thank you. Thanks, Bruno.
No
All
worries.
right, so what else we got? You have an existing YouTube channel. Does the content remain separate? Yes, the content can remain separate. It only simulcasts onto your YouTube channel if you want it to. That's not a default. That's more of a, I have an audience with a current channel and I don't want to neglect them. But if your YouTube channel is just for you and you don't want to integrate it, that is also a possibility. Let's see. You do TV and online videos. Clearance is needed from clients. Always. Anytime you're publishing video, you want to make sure you get those clearances. You can end up in some very sticky legal situations if a client finds himself on the internet and they've not given their consent for the video. Always make sure to get that in writing. That's just a personal tip from me to you. Get that in writing, because verbal permission legally works, but is very easily deniable. So just get it on paper. Can you adjust aspect ratios? Yes. So like I showed in the video, you can keep that horizontal screen. If the social media you're looking to present to goes for horizontal, YouTube's an example of that. LinkedIn's an example of that. You can also do square. Instagram, I think, is the most famous one that uses square. And then, of course, you can do vertical for YouTube Shorts, for TikTok. And that's fully adjustable and fully croppable. So it's very... Is BIGVU subscription based? Yes. The BIGVU Premium is 100% subscription based. As an expert, you don't have to worry about the subscription. You kind of grandfather into everything that it has to offer. But for other people, let's say, for instance, if you want people in on the affiliate program, they will buy the 1-year subscription, and that goes for $139 usually. And of course, they will get that discount if they use your affiliate link. Resolution quality. I believe it's all resolution qualities. Bruno, you want to jump in on this one?
It's basically the resolution full HD, so 1080.
All right, that's what I thought. Awesome. Yeah, that's what I thought. I just wanted to triple check before putting that down as gospel. Yeah, so it is. And obviously, you want to make sure that your phone or your computer takes very good quality camera, quality photo or video, because it's not going to add quality. So you got to make sure that whatever you're taking it with has really, really good quality, which is why you can use your webcam and the desktop as a teleprompter. But unless your webcam is really, really good quality, I don't recommend it, because your phone 9 times out of 10 is going to have a far, far better camera quality, both selfie camera and outward facing camera. And it just makes for a much cleaner video. Another thing to watch out for, and this is just a general recommendation aside from video quality, is audio quality. People will like a video with bad video quality and good audio quality more than a video that has great video quality and bad audio quality. Like, bad audio is such a breaker. If your audio quality is bad, and there's nothing you can change about that, you still want to publish your video, closed captions is really, really great for that. But optimally, you want to make sure that your quality is excellent. Lastly, I want to talk about the one-on-one onboarding. Once you join, we have the link here in the chat. Once you join as an expert, you're going to get one-on-one onboarding where they're going to walk you through the entire process. This is more of an overall tutorial for everybody, but you will have a one-on-one where you can just ask all your questions, get everything explained, and it just makes the process, as you can see, it's a very, very intuitive process, but it just, any questions you have, they'll be answered. And like I said, the link for that is in the chat, so make sure you click on that. And I think that's about it. Do we have any more questions? I'm super happy to take questions. So get it while the getting's good. Do we have any last questions? See, it's at this point, if I was making a video, that I would put a poll. I love a good poll. All right, I think that is it for now. So we are going to call it a close. We're going to close with a short video. And that's about it. Oh, yeah, sure. No problem, Ed. All right. And Tech Brood, thank you. All right, let's close up. Bruno, shall we?
BIGVU, I grew my business by just sharing short video tips. There are over 4 million members in BIGVU, entrepreneurs hungry for ideas, strategies, and tips to accelerate their business. Experts post short videos on BIGVU to share their knowledge in communication, script writing, video creation, motivational psychology, and marketing. They promote podcasts, social channels, online courses, or coaching services. It's one tap for million businesses on BIGVU to access my expert profile and check out my services. Are you an expert? Be smart. Join early and start building connections.
Join the club of experts, BIGVU. Subscribe now.